All right, guys. Hopefully everybody can hear me. Let's get this thing going. We're going to give a couple of seconds here. Let me adjust the camera. Going to give a couple of seconds for people to log in. Where are we? Can everybody hear me? Is the video, audio, is it okay? Let me know. All good, Patrick. All right, awesome. So, nice to see everyone. We're going to give a few minutes here. People are going to start to log in. We're at 33, 37 right now. And so, hello, Pan. Hi, Todd. Draz is detailing. Oh, Draz was in 2 live streams today. So he did the French version that I did 6 hours before for the people in France. Jill, hi. Hi, how are you guys? So yeah, it was a little short notice. I wasn't sure if I was going to do a live stream this week, but finally I ended up doing 2. So one early on today in French and one now in English, of course, for my Anglophone speakers. So hi, James. Hey, Fred. So hopefully today we're going to get to answer even more questions because contrary to the previous weeks where we were like 700 people in the live stream, right now it's more calm. So it's 54 people. So Manos, hello from Greece. Yasu Manos. Hello Bojan. Brenton, hi from Australia. Hi to all my Aussie viewers. That's awesome. Cool, man. Good to see ya. Craig Osborne, hey, how are you? Hunter, how are you? Hey, Pan. Big P, Glenn, how's it going, guys? Fred Tahar, j'ai fait le live stream en français il y a 6 heures, donc celui-ci est en anglais. So just saying hi to the French viewers. Hello from Toronto, Beta. Yes, everybody's in. Jason Davis. Yes, one of the admins. Thank you for being here, one of the moderators. So again, everybody be nice and polite, of course, in the comment section. And yeah, I guess today we're going to be able to answer more questions. Hello from Ireland, Ben O'Connor. Hi, guys. Jacob Neal. Hi from Tennessee. Ryan from Florida is in the house. Australia here. Hey, has anyone used Apex Custom Polishers? Aaron Reynoso, hello from California. Hello, Ibrahim. Miles, how are you? Poetic Justice, yes, Texas is here in the house. That's cool. Hi, Pan. Haruk from Smiling Cars Auto. Hi, guys. People from California. So again, Pennsylvania, Texas. Geraldo, how are you? Nice that everybody's tuning in. Nice, slowly but surely. So right now we're at 104 people. So I think today is going to be a bit chiller and we're going to have time to talk. So let me do this introduction to make it official. Welcome to another live stream right here on Pan TheOrganizer. So I hope everybody's having a great day. Draz, he says, Pan one day, Pan always. Love it. Hi from Brazil. Hi, Philippe. Hussein Saidi. Bonjour, Pan. Bonjour, bonjour. CT10. Yes. Papa Smurf is in the house. What's up, Pan? Fantastic. Who else is in? I'm glad to see that you made it in, Papa Smurf. I think you made it past the 1,000 subs. Am I right? Poetic Justice Macias, 100% pink Brazilian Carnauba wax. What's up from California? What's up, guys? Wesley, hi from Iowa. We got people from Hawaii, Brazil. Wow. Gerardo, he asks, how is the 4K project coming? It's coming along the way. We're almost to the point where we reached the goal thanks to my viewers' contributions. However, we can't go to the stores yet because of this COVID crap, of course. So all the stores are closed. I like to be hands-on to the products that I'll be buying. It will most probably be the Canon 90D 4K camera, but who knows? It might be something else. So yeah, I'll have to go to my camera store that I love. That's here in Montreal. They're super well known. Lozo is their name. And it's almost like B&H for the people living in the US. So this like mega store of anything audio video related. Zane asks, Pan, where did your passion for detailing begin? If you guys saw my video, so where I talked a little more about myself, it was when I was 16 years old. So my dad bought me my first car for celebrating my graduation of high school. So I was 16 and it was a Toyota Tercel. I put pictures, by the way, because it was heavily modded. I took care of that car like crazy. So the modding scene was big at the time. And he gave me a single bucket He gave me, what else? A dishwashing liquid to clean it and a sponge. So right away I looked at it and it made no sense to me that I would use the same thing my mom was using in the kitchen to clean the dishes, to wash my car. It gave a dull effect. So I just knew there had to be something better. And so I logged into a few detailing forums because by nature I love just learning different stuff. And yeah, that's how the bug began when I kind of found out. I was always a neat freak through all my life, and I just had the OCD for anything cleanliness related, and so that's how I started. I learned the tips and tricks and techniques and how to use the proper detailing tools, the equipment, and it snowballed. I remember my first boxes of orders from AutoGeek that were coming in from the US, and yeah, just being a kid in a candy store to open your first box and start using like different, back in the days it was carnauba waxes were the thing, and paint sealants, the first microfiber towels, and yeah, so that's how I started. And from then on, I'm sure you guys can share or relate. It just snowballs into this crazy thing where you're constantly pursuing to try and figure out what's the best paint sealant, what's the best ceramic coating, what's the best wax. I've just been like that for anything in my life. The best computers, the best home theater equipment, the best hi-fi stuff, the best watches, so on and so forth. I'm just passionate about everything that I start. And yeah, so that's how it started. So it's cool, we're almost at 148. So a lot chiller today. I can tell that the comments aren't bombarding as much as they were when we had like 700 people in the live stream a few weeks ago, or 600 the week before. So that was absolutely crazy. I hope everybody out there is doing A-okay. Pan, you have created a monster in short time watching you. Dave McDonald. Yes, I'm sure you're talking about the fact that you're spending tons on detailing products. Guys, if you knew just how much money I spent, we're talking way in the 5 figures for detailing products, equipment, tools, and all that stuff in the 23 years that I've been detailing. It's an endless pit and pursuit of money spending to get the cool stuff. But I mean, it brings a smile on my face. And the way I see it is, if you work hard in life, you get to enjoy the good things as well. And I think we can all share this passion that we have for detailing, and why not get all that stuff. And yeah, just love pursuing the best of the best and enjoy seeing the results. I think a lot of people can relate to that. John Carvalho, salut Pan, salut. Jim Flanagan, Pan, how's the new garage? It's nuts. It's been a blessing. As you guys know, I moved into a brand new home just a few months ago, and so brand new home means brand new 2-car garage. So I did a video of that to give a tour to my viewers, and yeah, finally I'm somewhere where I have more than enough space. It's my dedicated wash bay as well, so 24 by 24 in size, so pretty big, with 13 feet high ceilings. I had custom lighting done inside it as well to make sure that when I'm polishing I can see all the defects. Amin says, congrats on the new home. Thank you, appreciate it. So yeah, it's been a blessing. How's your Asian wife? That's pretty funny. She's not Asian, she's French Canadian. My viewers have seen her. Her name is Isabelle. Electric pressure washers versus gas, what min and max PSI do we use? That's a good question. So whether it's electric or gas, that doesn't really matter. That's up to you guys to choose. However, the pressure, I only recommend 1000 to 2000 PSI, not more than that. Beyond 2000, you risk damaging the paint or any sensitive components that bite me outside when you're washing, so you want to be careful. You guys know I have the expensive Kranzla 1122 TST pressure washer. It's built like a tank. That's like a $1,600 pressure washer with all the added Mosmatic gun and wand options that I put on there. But I set it to only 1000 PSI to wash cars. So that's more than enough. The actual more important number is the number of gallons per minute of water flow. So I have a 2.1 GPM unit, and that for me is more important than the number of PSI, because I mean, anything that you'll purchase, whether it's a Sunjo, a Karcher, AR, whatever brand, Comet, Kranzla, as long as you're 1000 to 2000, that's more than enough. Joshua Deal says, so is 2000 better? It's not better. Like I say, I could crank mine up to 1400 and I don't. I only set it to 1000 PSI, and that's more than enough. So yeah, anything from 1000 to 2000. Process to reapply Gliss 1 year on top of CarPro Sequartz. Wash your vehicle with CarPro Reset or a strong enough shampoo to strip whatever crap's on there. And then you can go ahead and do an iron decontamination. That would be a good point to do that too. And then when you're done drying the vehicle, do an IPA wipe down as well. So isopropyl alcohol mix, something like CarPro Eraser, Geon Prep, Optimum Prep, whatever prep you guys want, to make sure you're getting a very clean surface, free of any smudges, any grease from your fingers and all that good stuff. And then you simply apply gliss. So it's as easy as that. So you can apply a spray topper like a silica spray sealant or gliss. G-Technique use their Exo. Many companies have their toppers that look like ceramic coatings. They help prevent water spotting, and you'll extend, of course, the lifespan of your ceramic coating. Just spent 1,700 euros on a full G-Technique detail ceramic coating. I'm hoping that's ceramic, what is it called? The Ultra. Crystal Serum Ultra. That's a very good ceramic coating, by the way. So good stuff there. Thumbs up on that. Yes. How do I contribute as well? I noticed some people were contributing in the past weeks. Yes. So for the viewers out there who want to contribute to the Pan TheOrganizer Fund for a 4K camera, or just if you want to contribute to the channel and keep its growth going, if you feel that I gave you enough knowledge, tips, and tricks over time, and you want to give back, pretty simple. There's that dollar sign if you look in the bottom corner of the comment section. So any amounts you guys want to send and contribute, that's how you do, whether it's $1, $5, 20 bucks, whatever, it all makes a difference. And I thank you. You guys have been awesome, by the way. Very, very generous viewers that I have. Jordan Adamowitz. Wow. What's up, Pan? Hi, Jordan. Thanks for the contribution. He's always one of the most generous ones. Week after week, keeps on giving back. So that's fantastic. So yeah, that's one way. And the other way, like I always say, I know some will be like, oh my God, he's talking about his shirts again. But it's a question I get often. T-shirts. Under every video that I post, I put the link to my Teespring merch store. And you can buy different logos, different colors, long sleeves, hoodies, all that good stuff. Teespring.com/stores/Pan TheOrganizer. Again, the link is in the description underneath each video. Can a ceramic sealant be used on windows and black trim that has faded? Yes, however, you have to pick the correct ceramic coating. So there are coatings for glass, coatings for wheels, coatings for tires even, coatings for faded black trim, and there are coatings for paintwork as well. So if you pick the proper one, my favorite one for glass, for example, since you're talking about glass, is Glassparency. And stay tuned, I have something special coming up if it ends up doing well, something for you guys, my viewers. So Glassparency, stay tuned. Joshua Deal, it would be an honor if you could detail my Tesla Cybertruck and see how it goes with a stainless steel vehicle. Yep, Joshua, who's a avid viewer of the Pan TheOrganizer channel, thanks for the contribution, by the way, much appreciated. And well, congrats on the Tesla truck. I think a lot of you guys in the US especially will be looking into getting that. I can't wait to actually see what it's going to be like to detail if I get the opportunity, because yeah, stainless steel body, it's going to be particular. I never had the chance to do a DeLorean from back in the day, right? The car from Back in the Future, Back to the Future, I should say. So it'll be, yeah, quite the challenge. I'm sure there's some companies who are going to think of a coating for stainless, or are we going to be able to use something like a traditional ceramic coating or a graphene coating on it maybe. Who knows? Do you know, by the way, Joshua, if they're going to be applying any form of a clear coat on top of that stainless steel on the Tesla Cybertruck? Who knows? I'm curious. I don't know enough about the vehicle yet because I haven't seen one in the flesh. It said ceramic wax is in the silica wax. What is that? I'm not too sure I understand the question, but there are waxes infused with silica. So Ethos has one, for example. I know Fab from Automotive Detailing really like that, and I tried it as well. It is a very good one. So it has a bit higher durability. Basically, they're infusing your typical liquid wax with a bit of that silicon dioxide or silica SiO2 technology for stronger durability and greater hydrophobic properties. Southern Rail Fanning, thank you very much. I appreciate the contribution. That's awesome. Steve, best maintenance spray for a ceramic coating. There are so many right now. There are a few. If you're looking for durability as far as chemical resistance and long-term durability, Turtle Wax, Hybrid Solutions, Ceramic Spray Wax, the Last Coat version 2.0, those are very, very good. There's Epic CR2 from Malco, their second gen. that is very long lasting. It's more of a sheeter. I really like, personally, Bead Maker. It doesn't last long. It lasts about only a month. However, you can apply it on top of waxes, ceramic coatings, and paint sealants, but gloss and slickness are second to none. That's one of my favorites. Very inexpensive. And OptiSeal or HydroSeal from OptiCoat. That's another good one that I like for my BMW because it has the OptiCoat ceramic coating. If you haven't seen that video yet, by the way, the 1-year update that I made with the entire yearly refresher, yes. Jordan Adamowitz, yes, he can speak Greek. For those who are asking, yeah, the Greek is my third language. Γεια στους όλες τους Έλληνες που είσαστε εδώ πέρα στο YouTube. Τι κάνετε? Ελπίζω ότι είσαστε όλοι καλά. And what else do we have? So the questions are starting to pour in. Woof, this quickly went up now. We're at 215 people who tuned in. Okay, let's go down these questions. I have my different social media accounts open as well in case somebody's asking stuff on Facebook, Instagram, and all that good stuff. Papa Smurf has to take off. Pan, buddy, keep the great stream, and I'll see you in the next stream. Keep it up, keep it tight, keep it clean. Thank you, Papa Smurf. I appreciate it. Hi. So Pierre Jolicoeur asks, thank you for your awesome videos. Have you heard of Dr. Beasley's ceramic body wash? I have heard through Brian, Apex Detailing's channel. I haven't used Dr. Beasley products yet. If it's something that I see many of my viewers want me to try, I will go ahead and give that line a test. I'm always looking for new stuff to test. Chicken sauce, thank you for the generous contribution. So can I do a ceramic coat? I've never done any last step product before. Absolutely, you can do it. Anybody that's watching my channel, if you're watching Pan TheOrganizer, you're detailing inclined, so that means you like detailing. It's not that complicated if you follow the steps. I actually have a tutorial on how to properly apply a ceramic coating on my channel, and it is the most popular ceramic coating video, bar none, on YouTube, almost 4 million views. So if you type in YouTube ceramic coating tutorial, Pan TheOrganizer, you're gonna find it. Couple of steps, basically you're washing, you're doing an iron remover, you're doing a clay bar, you're gonna do a light polish at bare minimum to remove any marring that you have from the clay bar, and then an IPA wipe down or a paint prep to remove all those polishing oils, and then you apply the ceramic coating. Consumer grade coatings are very easy to apply. If I look at my favorite ones, things like Geon Synchro, CarPro Seaports UK 3.0, G-Technique, Crystal Serum Light, even Kamikaze from what is it called again? I want to say the name, Kamikaze Miyabi Coat, yes, so the Japanese brand. So those are very easy to apply. Typically it's a crosshatch pattern with a block and the applicator, so up and down, left to right. You let it come to a haze or the rainbow effect. Means the product is flashing, so it changes color roughly. Typically after 30 seconds to 2 minutes, depending on which conditions you're working under. The more humidity, the quicker the product is going to flash. And then you use microfiber towels that are clean and dry to buff off the coating. That's actually leveling the coating to make sure you're not getting any dry spots, any high spots, and then you just let it cure for typically 24 hours without exposing it to rain. And that's it, pretty simple. So it's not that hard, you guys can do it. Joshua, what are you saying about the Tesla Cybertruck? Elon Musk just recently opened his factory back up, so I don't have the truck yet. But to answer your question, we're talking about stainless steel, so I don't even think that there would be protection. That's most probably the case. I don't think there will be a clear coat applied onto it, but who knows? Max Bofa, thank you for the contribution. Should I get a foam cannon or IK Former 12? It depends. If you have a foam cannon, if you have a pressure washer, definitely go with a foam cannon. You'll get way more thick and rich foam, and it's going to be a lot quicker process as well. I would only recommend a pump spray or foamer for the entire vehicle if you do not have a pressure washer. So that's an alternative for those who don't want to spend the money to get a pressure washer but still want some type of foam. You can get the IK from the Foam Pro 9, so they're a bigger version, or is it the Foam Pro 12 now? What is it called? Anyways, they're a big container that can have a few gallons in there. And then but you're pumping a lot, and the spray pattern that you're getting, yeah, you're doing a foaming job, but it's never going to replace a true foam cannon. The same thing for those who only have a garden hose and they have a foam gun. So you're gonna get some sort of foam, but it's usually pretty watery and runny. So the foam cannon and pressure washer is by far the best setup, and you don't need a crazy pressure washer, by the way, to get crazy foam. The water quality is more important actually than the PSI, because you only need about 1,000 PSI. That's what I set my pressure washer to. Best wheel ceramic coating. That's a good question, Steve. For consumers, I'd have to say CarPro Deluxe. That's one of my favorite ones. And Gion Rim. Fantastic, by the way. P. Gauthier, I'm guessing that's Paul or Pierre. Salut, what do you recommend to remove Armor All greasy look from interior doors and dash? I tried PNS interior cleaner, but no luck. In that case, you're gonna have to bump it up a notch and use an APC or a degreaser. Something that's available at Canadian Tire if you're Canadian. So super clean, diluted. Start with a bigger dilution, 15:1, and then drop down to 10:1 if you can, if that's not strong enough. But that should remove, the greasy stuff, definitely. So try that and it should do the trick. So the Express Interior Cleaner is for people who maintain their vehicles often and who don't have a lot of degreasing to do. But if you do have some stubborn grease left by Armor All, you'll need an APC. So Meguiar's All-Purpose Cleaner is good. Super clean, diluted 15:1. What's the other one that I absolutely love? It comes from the US, from Georgia Meltex. It's not coming back to me, but Extra Tough, that's it. If you can get your hands on Extra Tough, woo, fantastic. Again, diluted 10:1 or 15:1, but Super Clean should do the trick. Thank you, by the way, for your generous contribution, Mr. Gauthier. I appreciate it. So if we move on. Suaveldino, hello, thank you for the contribution. Hey Pan, I'm from Toronto. If I want to get you to apply ceramic coating on my car, where can I contact you? Thanks for your awesome videos. I only offer one detailing package currently, and it's for brand new vehicles out of the dealership, so less than a month old. So there are some specific criteria. I've been detailing cars way too much, so I have to try to limit myself, and that's what I'm doing right now. So if you have a brand new vehicle, you can reach me by email or one of my social media. My email is available in the About section of my YouTube channel, and of course social media at Pan TheOrganizer. Just drop me a message, and hopefully I'll get to it. Thank you, by the way, for your generous contribution. Who do we have? Okay, IMNNO, so IMNO, are you still using Optimum Tire Coating? Been using Renew Protect Black, but I want something glossier. Tried VRP, but doesn't last long enough for me. Yes, I am using Optimum Tire Coating. That's their it's called their coating and protectant. So I typically get 5 to 6 months durability out of it. It's much more tedious to apply, so it takes a lot more time, but the durability is there. However, that's not the glossiest product. That's more for people who like that OEM look or a bit of a sheen if you apply 2 coats, but it's by no means super glossy. If you like that super wet, rich look, which is something that I don't go for, you'll have to go with something petroleum-based or solvent-based and not water-based. So the water-based products, like the ones I like, so Chemical Guys VRP, CarPro Pearl diluted 1-in-1, or the Ammo, what is it called? The Mud Tire Gel. Those are water-based, so they won't give you that much gloss and they won't last as long. But if you want something that's very wet looking, I like Adams tire dressing. So that is one that's, it's pretty wet, and that's a good one. Durability is okay, and it's not too expensive. So that's one that comes to mind. There's 303 as well that I did on my channel. They have 2 versions, so one that's in an aerosol can, not that one, the other one that comes in a spray trigger. So check the review on my channel for those 303 tire dressings. They're pretty glossy if that's what you're looking for. Thanks for the contribution, by the way. Austin ST asks, is there any way to make a homemade paint prep? Something similar to CarPro Eraser or Gion Prep? Absolutely. It's not something, again, that I prefer. I like to buy the pre-made ones because you get a consistent level of IPA in there. So CarPro Eraser and Gion Prep or Optimum Paint Prep, for example, those are pre-made. But if you want to do your own solution at home, pretty simple. You're going to have to play with dilutions a bit, but the typical starting point is a 50-50 mix of distilled water or demineralized water, basically the best quality water that you can. And the other half is going to be rubbing alcohol. So get a high percentage of rubbing alcohol or isopropyl alcohol from either your pharmacy at home or your local pharmacy. So just your typical rubbing alcohol. You mix that with water, so half-half mix, and there you go. You got your own IPA or isopropyl alcohol solution. Jason Davis came in with, huge contribution. Jason, thank you. He says, thank you for your videos, Pan. Thank you, Jason. Really appreciate you, man. By the way, another one who is contributing with the donation for that 4K camera. For those of you who just tuned in, we got a fund going so I can upgrade the quality of some equipment for my videos. I know you guys love the picture and audio quality. I really work hard to maintain that, but I'm looking forward to getting a 4K camera. And well, thanks to the donations, we're almost there already throughout the live streams. But yeah, everything is closed right now for COVID, so I'm just accumulating that. And when things are going to reopen eventually, I want to go to my favorite camera store and get hands-on. And who knows, if it goes bigger than what I thought, we'll get something even crazier, like a Sony AS Mark III. Is that the one? Or something maybe even crazier? What is the one from Canon? Because I would like the 90D, that's 4K, but I know they have another one. The ones of you who love photography out there, you can let me know, but they have some crazy 4K DSLRs. Canon EOS R, says Keith. I haven't tried the EOS R. I heard a lot of good things. I think that's mirrorless, if I'm not mistaken. I'm used to my lens setup on my mirrored camera, but who knows? So Steve, any recommendations for vehicles parked for a long time due to the pandemic? Well, back in the days where I was doing reviews in a car review magazine, I remember doing a topic on people who would store their vehicles over the winter months. And one thing that we would recommend is to use the stands for the vehicle, like when you're changing your tires. In French, we call them like candle stands. I don't know what they call them in English, but basically you put them under the support points or the jack points of your vehicle to raise the pressure so the tires don't touch the floor. So that way, of course, you're not going to get any bald spots or flat spots on your rubber. Crack the windows open if the car is indoors to get air circulation so you don't get buildup of a bunch of different crap in there, and disconnect the battery. Those are three items that you can do to maintain your car in tip-top shape during those times, and that's pretty much it. I'm not one for car covers because I find that traps moisture and the clear coat could be affected long term. So if you get a higher quality one, I know there are some that can give breathing capabilities to the clear coat, so that's okay. But those cheaper ones, they might not be the best solution to keep weathering away or a lot of moisture out of there. Okay, what other questions? Bohan asks, what's your thought on Silver Wax products? So Silver Wax is a company that's available in Canada. They come from Quebec. I have tested their products in the past. They're okay. They're a brand that's available in Canadian Tire or big box stores. So they're more general public, very entry level. I think there's way better than that for the money. If I'm to go to Canadian Tire or to a big box store and people ask me what do I get, in the US that would be the equivalent of your Pep Boys or your AutoZone. I think Adams polishes, Meguiar's, Turtle Wax definitely, especially their ice and hybrid solutions lines. Those are three brands, maybe a little bit of the chemical guys, but those are brands more geared towards enthusiasts. So yeah, I think Silver Wax is not really geared towards enthusiasts. Pan, see my comment above. What does Jason say here? I'm not sure. Pan, Southern Rail Fanning sent you a donation as well. Yes, I saw that, and I thanked him for the donation. I hope I responded to the question because comments are pouring in. How to price packages? Who asks this? Let me try and get up to speed here on the different questions. Thank God for moderators. Jason, thanks for being there. I know Papa Smurf couldn't make it tonight, and Fab neither, but Jordan is there in the house, and of course Jason. So what was the question here? Let me try and figure this out. James Giffen, how to price packages, mobile detailing business. That's one question for all you mobile detailers out there or the ones who are starting. It's a question that often comes back, and it's a great one. The thing that I say the most is you have to look at your competition. So find a detailer that's local to you, go on their website or call them up. Many of them, I mean, this is a detailing community, we all help each other, and see how they price their packaging. Because I always tell my viewers when they ask, hey, how much do you charge for this job? A ceramic coating job, for example, that's done here in Montreal is not the same price as it would be as in California, and it wouldn't be the same price as it would be in Tokyo or New York or in Paris. So it's very location oriented, and of course, even depending on where you were in the world. Well, that's one factor, but which city you are within that country is another factor. So like I said, California and New York, same country, USA, but the prices will be very different. So the way to establish your credibility is, first of all, gain some experience, but when you're pricing your products, first of all, establish which services you're going to want to give, because maybe you're in an area that the average income is not the same or is not as high as other places. So maybe people will not be going for the full-on ceramic coating package. Maybe they just want an interior and exterior wash, or something like a quick detail spray applied at the end, or maybe just a light layer of a carnauba wax. So you have to first kind of figure out what your demographics are around you, and then definitely look at the pricing options that are from your competitors, and that way you won't be too high and you won't also undercut yourself, because that's one thing a lot of detailers do. They come out with the cheapest price and they work like crazy. I mean, my hat goes off to detailers. It is very, very tough. Pan, John, so yeah, check the stuff that's going around. Jason tells me, John Vigigliani also sent a donation at the beginning. Let me try and figure this out, because there's so much comments that pour in. I don't see it anymore. So John, if you're still there, let me know what your question was. Suaveldino from Toronto, I answered that question. IMMNO, yes, the tire coating. Austin, I replied to that. Southern rainfalling, best way to prevent damage from bugs. Good point. So let me answer the question. Southern rail fanning, thank you, Jason, by the way, for pointing that out. First of all, thanks for the donation. So for the bugs, if you guys want to prevent them, it's very hard to prevent bugs. Even if you have the best paint protectant, they're still going to happen. But if you don't want to have a lot of etching, because bug guts are very acid based, and so what usually happens is they etch out through the clear coat. So the first thing is to address bug guts as soon as you see them. The second most important thing is to apply some sort of a paint protectant, but I prefer ceramic coatings or at least silica spray sealants, because they have the tendency to have a higher chemical or pH resistance. So your traditional ceramic coatings that are for the public or consumer grade typically will resist pHs anywhere from 2 to 3 all the way up to 12 or 13 in some instances. So they will have a higher resistance to the etching from bug guts. So hi, I live in humidity. John Vilgillant, I hope I'm saying that right. Best sealant wax for cars down here. What would I say for that? If you're willing to apply a spray protectant, the last coat version 2, or turtle wax, hybrid solutions, ceramic spray coating, those are fantastic. You're going to get like 6 to 12 months of durability with 2 coats. Absolutely crazy. But if you only want a traditional paint sealant, one of my favorite ones is turtle wax ice. They're seal and shine. So I mean, that one for the price, unbeatable. It's been proven. Many YouTubers have shown it, including myself. Great chemical resistance, water beating, water sheeting, great gloss, super inexpensive. So yeah, definitely that's a crazy line. But if you're willing to go for silica spray sealants, then yeah, the turtle wax ceramic spray coating, the last coat version 2, as I said before, Malco CR2, the Epic CR2, their new formula. The one I tested recently, that's very good from Lithium Elixirs, their ceramic slam, that's fantastic. So I mean, technology has gone so good now. You can get a easy to apply, spray on, buff off formula, and you'll get many, many months of protection. But preparation is key, guys. So don't think that if you get a maximum clean of, let's say, 9 months from a manufacturer, you're going to achieve that durability if you prep the paint well. So washing, iron decontamination, clay bar, again, I'll always say it, a light polish after the clay if your paint needs it, and an IPA before you apply, you're going to get much longer durability. So you're still going to get a few months from the majority of them if you don't do anything, but bare minimum, guys, at least iron decon, a bit of clay bar. If your paint is fine, you can skip polishing, but I mean, I always recommend at least a light polish to exfoliate paint and increase gloss. That's the best way to increase gloss, and then you apply the protection. So what else do we have going on here? I mean, Buscan, I have no issues, views, diluted. Who makes the best detailer spray in your opinion? Oof, that's a tough one. Yeah, I'm assuming you're talking about a quick detail spray. That's my RT journey. There are many ones. So it's not necessarily a quick detailer because it's a paint sealant in a spray format. Bead maker for me, that would be the killer one. But if you're looking really for a quick detailer, CarPro Elixir, very good. Geon quick detailer as well, very glossy. That's another good one. Who else? There's the quick detail spray from Wowo's. So Wowo's detailing products, they did some great stuff. They really worked closely with the rag company, who's part owner now, to come up with that crazy stuff. They worked very closely with Levi and Anthony from the rag company. So that quick detail spray, the slickness it gives reminds me of Beadmaker. So yeah, Wowo's. Wowo's is a brand from the UK originally, Keith asks. And they released their lineup because they reformulated pretty much everything, because they are now owned partly by the rag company in the US. So that partnership made their products really become very good. So I love that. You see here, love Technician's Choice. I haven't tried Technician's Choice. I know Brian from Apex has spoken about it a lot on his channel. Brian's a good buddy of mine. And so there are a couple of brands that are in the US that we don't get in Canada, but that I would love to try. What do you recommend for cleaning fabric seats? Fabric cleaners from any company, really, they pretty much all work the same. Chemical Guys and Adams have some inexpensive one. You can get an APC as well. Meguiar's All-Purpose Cleaner, Super Clean Diluted 15:1 or 10:1. Extra Tough as well from Georgia Meltex, fantastic. The key is which tools you will be using. So I like a drill brush attachment. So something you can just use in your cordless drill. So it's usually round and it has bristles. And so you spray it, you let it dwell a bit, and you deep clean. And I also use my steam cleaner for those tough, stubborn stains. That's before you go to an extractor, because that would be the best solution if you have some really dirty seats. But always try with the least aggressive method. So basically a spray-on APC or a fabric or an upholstery cleaner, brush it off, and use that drill brush attachment and thank me later. Okay, we got a bunch of questions. Again, for the ones who just tuned in, let me see here. Can you use Hydro Suds from Chemical Guys as a normal soap? I haven't used Chemical Guys Hydro Suds yet, so I don't know. They have their new Hydro Slick lineup and all that stuff. I know there's a lot of hype around it. I didn't really bite into the hype. We'll see if it's something that you guys really want me to test. We can go ahead. There's the new products from Meguiar's as well. Their new, what was it called? The ceramic line. So that, well, not replaces, because the hybrid ceramic spray wax was released last year, the blue bottle. Now this year they have the ceramic liquid wax, that yellowish green tinted stuff. That I'd be curious to test, so we'll look into that. What else do we have here? Sonax has also a cleaner for Alcantara seats. Humberto, absolutely, you're right. And so do Color Lock. They have some great stuff for leather, Alcantara, and fabric seats. So check out their products. I had a video, by the way, on proper leather care and Alcantara care that I made in partnership with Color Lock. So I had those experts from Germany onto the video. So check that out. Again, the same question. What do we have here? Instagram, Facebook. Yes, the contributions. Many people are asking that question. Guys, if you want to contribute, absolutely. Look in the bottom. I'm hoping you can see this in the comments where you guys are commenting and chatting. There's a $sign. So that's how you contribute. If you want to contribute to me getting a 4K camera, or just thanking me for everything that I provide for you guys, knowledge, tips, and tricks, you click that dollar button in the comments, in the comment box where people are chatting, and that's where you can contribute. And whatever amounts you guys give, it's always much appreciated. And I noticed the viewers are super generous. So again, thank you. So that's one way. And another way, of course, the t-shirts on my merch store. The link is in the description underneath each of my videos. You're going to see the Teespring store to get different logos, colors, long sleeves, t-shirts, hoodies, all that good stuff. There are a bunch of cool stuff on there. I had some graphic designers do the work, so it's pretty professional, and the quality as well. Thanks for your feedback, guys. I'm always happy to see, because I selected which quality I wanted for the price point, I think, because you can go super high end, but then it's too costly. So I think I found the right balance of quality for the t-shirts and the hoodies. So we got people speaking in French. Cormac, j'adore tes vidéos, merci beaucoup. Okay, what else do we have? How do you get rid of bugs that are stuck? I've already tried bug and tar removers with no luck. So depending on what paint protection you have, Alex, the one that I did a video for is Citral 266. It's a citrus-based degreaser in an aerosol can. Check the video, how to remove bugs, Pan TheOrganizer. If you type that on YouTube, you're gonna find it. Very powerful stuff, but bugs come right off. It is ridiculous. It's a product from the USA, so very hard to get in other countries, but that's one that works fantastically well. Just keep in mind when you're done using that, rinse the surface correctly and properly and thoroughly. And then you're going to have to reapply protection if you had a wax or a sealant, because it's probably going to break down the wax or the sealant. But that is, I mean, for the least amount of effort, it's going to break down all those bug guts. I'm sure the ones who have tried that, you guys know it's fantastic. Do you recommend iron decon for vinyl wraps? Asked by the Real White Magic. It's a bit tougher. It depends again on which wrap you have. Some, if it's good quality, absolutely no problem. Just make sure you keep the surface wet and you thoroughly rinse. But to make sure, always check with the manufacturer of your wrap. That's super important. We don't deal as much with wrapped cars here in Montreal because it's not a popular thing. But I know in the US, a lot of people get their vehicles wrapped. So make sure you check with the manufacturer of those wraps. Where is your mask? I'm not used to seeing someone talk and see their lips move. Very distracting. That says GC Arkansas, USA. Yeah, I have a mask for when we go outside. So we're still technically under confinement here in Montreal, Canada. Well, businesses slowly but surely will start reopening, but at least not in the city, more in the suburbs. So we'll see what the government's plan is, but I'm starting to get really tired of all this COVID thing. I mean, just the hair alone, it's ridiculous. It's getting crazy, guys. Maybe it's mental for me, but I like to keep it tight, keep it clean, a nice fresh cut, right? And just that, Mr. Gia says, welcome back, Pan. Yes, back for his second stream today. That's awesome. So yeah, I just can't wait to get out of this. I mean, there's so much you can do. I don't know how many times I've washed and cleaned and detailed my cars, but at least it allows me to do more YouTube videos. So I have a bunch of cool things that are coming up every Saturday morning, by the way, 8 a.m. Eastern time. That's usually when I upload my videos to YouTube. And so not Hawaii. Thank you for the contribution. What do you recommend for water spots on windows? They're very baked on, and careful steam cleaner, everyone. Very simple. Take a light polish. So a polish that you'll have for the paintwork. Take a microfiber pad and just gently rub it, circular motion, wipe it off, and that's it. If the stains haven't been there for a too long while, that should be more than enough. So a light polish does the trick. And it'll give like a nice gloss also on your on the glass itself as well. What type of ceramic coating do you think works best? This is asked by Corona. My favorite coating, again, for consumer grades, for consumers, is CarPro Seaquartz UK 3.0, followed closely by G-Technique. So there's CSL, Crystal Serum Light. And Geon Synchro as well is a very good one. Kamikaze Miyabi Coat and ISM Coat, very good duo as well. So those are probably my favorite ones. Optimum Gloss Coat, fantastic, very easy to apply. So those are very, very good. And yeah, you can, by the way, anyone who wants to know my favorite picks for any products out there, watch my annual car detailing products awards video. So if you type 2019 car detailing products awards, you're going to find my video. I do that every year. So at around August or September, that's when I release the winners. And you guys get to see my favorite picks of everything that I've tested throughout my life, especially throughout the past year, because things go forward. I'm starting to get into CarPro. Who do we have here? Michael Warbucks. So, hi Michael, long time no see. Get into CarPro products and also Auto Finesse. Both have been great so far. Yep, two great lineups. I prefer CarPro because it's more enthusiast geared or more professional geared. So Auto Finesse is more like chemical guys, kind of, or Adams polishes in that realm. But they have, yeah, very good lineup. I did a review on my channel. An alternative to IPA. CarPro Eraser, Geon Prep, just buy those. They're pre-made, much simpler than making your own mix. If you cannot find isopropyl alcohol mix, that's the DIY solution, or buy the pre-purchased. Logan Payer, you're 6'10", buddy. Wow. I'm 6'3", so that's $1.91 for people in Europe. And I mean, that's pretty freaking tall, but 6'10", woo! I used to play basketball when I was younger, so and I used to be the tall man, so down low in the key. But as I grew older, well, of course, in college, then that's when you have guys who are 6'6", 6'7". So my 6'3" frame seemed pretty small, and I mean, some guys could hang from the backboard. I remember that was nuts. They had crazy leaps and 7 feet guys and whatnot. So yeah, 6'10", that's awesome. I don't know how you fit in your car because I have hard times finding appropriate mattresses for myself. I have a king size bed and I'm at the limit of that mattress. So 6'10", that's challenging. Hashtag life issues. Okay, thanks Jason, added the mod. What else do we have? Today's cooler because we have a lot more time to answer questions, although they're still coming in like crazy. MP, is that the first one? Papa Smurf. Okay, I'm guessing, Jason, you're taking care of that. 245 people right now on the live stream. So much calmer pace, although still crazy compared to the 600 or 700 that we had people just a few weeks ago. So it allows me to at least breathe a little bit, even though, yeah, I speak a lot. As you can tell, my voice is running out. Today I did 2 live streams, so one at 1 p.m. for my French audience in Europe, especially Switzerland, France, Belgium, all the French-speaking countries, Africa as well. And now at 7 p.m. Eastern time for the English-speaking people. How can I detail in a single car garage? I had a single car garage before, although it was an extended one. It was 15 feet wide by 21 feet deep. But I had modified, of course, the gyps. So the drywall was kitchen bathroom drywall, kitchen drywall paint as well. I had a sealant on the floor that was done by a professional company, so it was watertight. I had a heat pump so I can heat and cool all year long, and an extra unit for dehumidification, so a dehumidifier. Check my garage tour videos, type garage tour Pan TheOrganizer, and you're going to see how I made that garage capable of being an engine bay. Jeremy Ocasio, thank you for the generous contribution, Jeremy. I appreciate it. So it says, you motivate me more and more to get into detailing. I've been investing more into detailing products and equipment. I just picked up a lot of the Optimum Care products after seeing your 1-year update. Thank you. I'm glad I could be of an inspiration to you, Jeremy. I know I inspire a lot of my viewers out there. Whether you guys are beginners, you're novices, you're weekend warriors, you're enthusiasts, or even professionals out there, we have a super awesome mix of different people on my YouTube channel, and I absolutely love each and every one of you guys. By the way, it's thanks to you, you guys. I'm sure, hopefully, you know, if you're following the live stream, it probably tells me that you guys are hardcore Pan TheOrganizer viewers. So we surpassed 440,000 subscribers, and we're on our way to 500,000, and we're getting ever so close to 50 million views. That's 50. I just celebrated the 4th anniversary of my channel, so that's absolutely awesome. And yeah. Okay, I see here people asking questions about what temperature products should be stored at. So 68 degrees Fahrenheit or 20 degrees Celsius is the conditions that you would normally want to work in. However, you can get a lot colder than that as long as you're not near freezing. So keep it at least above, I'd say the wintertime, 6 to 7 degrees Celsius. I wouldn't go under that, but as long as they're not freezing, products, chemicals, typically have a shelf life of 1 to 2 years max. After that, you're losing the potent power of the chemistry, and the product might not perform as it was intended to. So I know some people like keeping spray products for like 8 years. Well, unfortunately, they will not perform as they would at the beginning. So don't get the bigger formats if you think you're not going to be using them. Get smaller formats, and keep in mind the majority of the products is 1 year. You can stretch it out to 2 as long as they're not stored in freezing temperatures. Never freeze products. If you freeze products, throw them in the garbage. They're not good anymore. That's my biochemistry background that's talking to you. Chemistry is very, very delicate, and you have to take care. Okay. What other questions do we have? Ryan Mulhern. Hi, Ryan. I know you're here like pretty much all the time, so that's awesome. It's nice for me to see that, well, a lot of people come back for these vlogs or live streams, so I think it's cool. We're almost at 250 people today, which is surprising because I gave a last-minute notice for this live stream, so it's nice to see that you guys appreciate this. And with less people today, we have more time to answer questions. Are we going to see your review, Dr. Beasley's NSP system that just came out, ELH detailing? I have not tried Dr. Beasley's products, as I said a little bit before. I don't think we have those in Canada yet, but hopefully the company sees this, sees that you guys are interested in me reviewing it. And yeah, they should drop a comment or get in touch with Pan TheOrganizer. Any detailing brands that you guys want to see me review, you can write to them if they're serious. I only like to review good quality products, so I will not put out videos for companies that I don't believe in or products that I don't personally use or test My viewers who follow me know that. I don't like crap, so I don't give the, because my channel I consider is a very big following. It's one of the biggest car detailing channels on YouTube, and I will not give a platform to companies I do not believe in. If they don't put out good value products, good quality, or some sort of good stuff for you guys, my viewers, or for myself, I do not give them the time of day. That's the way I am. There's enough negativity out there. I do not want to be a part of that. I like being a positive person, as you guys know. I like smiling. I like laughing. I have a quirky nature, a quirky personality, and that's just the way it is. So it's all about positivity. All the good stuff that I find and love and discover, I make you guys benefit. That's always the point. So what other questions? Bonjour de Paris. Jawad 75. Bonjour. Okay, Pan, can you recommend some good microfiber drying towels? Says CT10. Absolutely. My favorite ones, again, you're going to notice they're all twisted loop microfibers. I know some like using the waffle weave for drying towels. I prefer waffle weave for glass. For drying towels, always twisted loop for me. Why? Because it's the most absorbent type of drying microfiber. So which ones in particular? CarPro Dehydrate, the Geon Silk Dryer, and the Rag Company Twistress, and they have their new Gauntlet towel as well, the Rag Company. I'm going to be testing that soon. I can't wait. I know Levi is a buddy of mine, and he's been talking to me about that new innovation that they have. So it's a special weave. They have a blend of twisted loop and another type of microfiber technology, but the Gauntlet is supposed to be good because the Twistress or double Twistress from the Rag Company, again, one of my favorite drying towels. So those are the three that I would recommend. So the Rag Company, twisted loop microfibers, CarPro Dehydrate, and also Geon Silk Dryer. Those are my favorites. They suck up all that stuff, and don't forget to properly clean them. Over time as well, if you use a lot of spray-on paint protectants, you might overload the fibers, and just keep in mind that you have to properly wash them, but eventually they will be saturated and the fibers will be coated, and yeah, you'll have to toss them out or use them for another use. But when you see that they're not absorbing anymore, and you did follow proper washing procedures, just like in my tutorial for cleaning microfibers correctly, well, if they're still not absorbing, you're probably at the end of the lifespan. Do not use heat settings when you're drying your microfibers, guys. That's how you destroy the fibers. So always the lowest possible heat setting, or fluff dry or tumble dry. Make sure you watch my tutorial on how to clean microfiber towels correctly. It has been a very popular video, and it's simple tips and tricks, but if you do them, you're going to extend the lifetime because they're very durable materials. Is it worth ceramic coating my Audi S3 rims? Absolutely. So if you do the full wheels off service, go ahead and use something like CarPro Deluxe or Geon Rim to completely coat, or there's G-Technique, their rim coating too, C4 armor or C5 armor, very good one. So those three are fantastic. If you don't want to remove and go through the hassle of all the prep and removing the wheels, you can use spray-on, rinse-off silica spray sealants like CarPro Hydro 2, 303 touchless sealant, and one of my favorites, Geon Wet Coat. So that's basically spray on, you rinse off immediately after you do that, and that's it, your rim is coated. So water beading, water sheeting, much easier to clean and maintain during maintenance washes, and not super expensive, and you do that in a matter of seconds, and you did your all four wheels. Julie Poirier, thanks Pan for all you do and the answers to all my questions. I have no idea how you do it, but you always show up quickly. Thank you for the contribution, Julie. Again, she is super generous. The way I do it is because I sleep very late. That's why you guys often see me like, what the hell is he doing answering comments at 5 a.m. Eastern time? Well, that's because I'm still up. I go to bed typically at 5 or 6 a.m. and I wake up at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. So that late schedule allows me to work on my detailing videos. And throughout the day, I spend 2 to 3 hours answering YouTube comments. So yeah, you guys know I like to be close to my audience, and I try to respond as much as I can. On other social media, it's much more complicated. So because I get overwhelmed with almost 500,000 subscribers on the channel, I'm sure you guys know, and thank you for understanding that I receive thousands, literally thousands of comments and emails and DMs on different social media every day. So I can't answer on all platforms. It would drive me crazy. So yeah, I try to respond as much as I can directly on YouTube. So that's the easiest way to ask your questions. I try to answer everybody's comments on YouTube every single day. But on other social media, I still try to read your comments as much as I can. And yeah, and I try to respond when possible. Texas Modified Pan Detailers Champ. Thank you. And he came with the flex arm. Love that. I appreciate it. Thank you, by the way, to everyone that's here. I mean, it shows or proves that you guys love my videos, you enjoy my content, you appreciate the fact that I do these live streams as well. That's my way to interact directly. At the beginning, I wasn't sure if doing live streams would actually work. I never knew if people would want to tune in, but yeah, I saw the popularity and you guys have made this quite a success. Much love from Houston, Sugarland, Texas, Texas Modified. Thank you. All the best from Scotland. Wow, even in Europe. James, hi, how are you? People are still tuning in, and I'm sure it's late for you guys because we're at least 6 to 7 hours differential. So we're talking about the early hours in the morning. So that's pretty awesome. Pan Rocks. How often can you use a rotary polisher to wax a car? Corey Wilkinson. I would never use a rotary polisher to wax a vehicle. If you are to do it by machine, please use a dual action polisher. That way you will never burn through clear coat. There won't be any damage, no overheating. And when you're using the dual action polisher, which is what I recommend, use the softest pad. Typically that's either a blue or a red for the majority of the companies, but check with which pads companies you have. If you look at CCS foam pads from Lake Country, so if you get their red foam pad, that's one of their softest. That's what I would use to apply a liquid carnauba wax, and use a low speed setting on your dual action polisher. Speed number 2, more than enough. You're not looking for high speed when you're using a machine polisher to apply wax, because you don't want it to overheat. So you apply it using the polisher, let it buff to a haze, let it dry to a haze, and then you remove with a clean and dry microfiber towel. So it's as simple as that. Emilio Gutierrez. Thank you, Emilio. Awesome contribution. Wow, that's very generous of you. Thank you. Much appreciated. It's nice to see that fans from all over the world just want to contribute and give back. I know many of you have almost made me cry. I think I was tearing up in one of the live streams because I dedicate so much time and energy to creating these videos for you. And it's just awesome to see that you recognize the time, energy, and effort that I bring in. Sometimes it's for entertainment. Some of you guys might be going through harsher times, tougher financial situations, or maybe a health crisis. I know some of you reach out to me sometimes and you're going through difficult situations psychologically. I think mental health is very important, that we take care of each other as well. So when I can give back by either entertaining or doing giveaways or making you learn a thing or two in my videos, well, that hopefully puts a smile on you guys' face. And I'm genuine when I say this. I really appreciate you guys, my audience, so it never goes unnoticed. Jordan Adamowitz says, we appreciate what you do for all of us. Wow, thanks for the contribution. That's really nice. My dad's an immigrant, so he's from Greece. He always taught me that men never cry, but I'm more sensitive than he is. And I don't know, it's cool. I appreciate what you guys do. So for those asking again, that's the easiest way. If you want to contribute back to Pan TheOrganizer, help me get that 4K camera or more gear, because I always like upgrading. It's time for me to get some new stuff. So you click that donation button, that's the $sign in the comments where you see the chatting, and you can give whatever you want. It always goes to good use. So thank you to everyone. So we're almost an hour in and we're still answering questions. I still see you guys are there. So 266 people, you guys are sticking around. So you know what? Let's continue past the hour. Let's continue doing this. Galaxian Hero, you're awesome, Pan. Thank you. Aaron, hey Pan TheOrganizer, what's your favorite interior protectant? I would have to say 303 Aerospace from the US is a fantastic one, because not only does it give that UV protection that I look for, but it also gives a satin finish or OEM look. So I love the combo of cleaning with PNS Express Interior Cleaner, because it gives that matte finish, and like the feeling you get, for those of you who have felt it, I don't know how to explain it. It gives a satin touch. I don't know, it's special. And then I finish that off with either Carpro Pearl, diluted 5:1 for interior use, because there are many different dilutions, because that I love the look, or 303 Aerospace Protectant. So that's another good interior protectant that I love. Make sure you protect those plastics, rubber trims, and all that. Anything that is exposed to the outside elements, especially UV rays, fades and cracks and oxidizes over time. So you want to go ahead and protect that. Jordan Adamowitz, I know what you mean. Express Interior Cleaner is amazing. Yeah, thanks. It's pretty awesome stuff. I was skeptical at the beginning before I ever tried PNS, and it's actually the rag company. When I went to visit their headquarters in 2018 before SEMA, yeah, they made me discover Bead Maker, and like, if you guys saw that video, if you want to see like the true genuine Pan TheOrganizer reaction of like, oh my god, you have to check it out. Check my review of PNS Bead Maker. I mean, it blew my mind. And so I met the brothers, Dave and Bob as well. Fantastic duo. So one is more the business side and the other one is the chemist. So they blend their own chemicals. And they came up with, well, a bunch of products which my viewers wanted me to test. So after that, I tried the Brake Buster, which was absolutely killer to clean wheels and tires, and their Express Interior Detail Cleaner, which is my favorite interior cleaner. So yeah, it seems everything they do is awesome. I know some of you want me to test their shampoo, so I'll have to look into that. Bob and Dave, if you're watching or listening, hook me up. I love that stuff. So you guys are doing a great job. Hey Pan, watching other detailing channels like forensic detailing. So Mo H4N95. Yes, I absolutely follow a bunch of car detailing channels. The majority of them I used to follow before I started my own channel. So if I look at John from Forensic Detailing, he's been out there for a while before I started mine. Fantastic guy. Met him in person at the Turtle Wax event in Arizona. So in September or October of 2019. Great guy. I was able to meet Joe from Car Cleaning Guru. I absolutely love his channel. Great guy as well. He has that British humor that I absolutely love. I met Brian from Fab Automotive Detailing. Oh, and he's there. Right when I say his name, he comes in. So Fab Automotive Detailing, yep, we, like, it was epic the way we met and had so much fun in Arizona. So Brian, hi buddy. Fantastic YouTube channel. So that's another one that I watch. Papa Smurf 918, another good one. What else do I watch? Wilson Auto Detailing, met him as well in the Arizona event. I follow Matt Mormon from Obsessed Garage, close friend of mine. We speak often. We are business-oriented minds and just a super smart guy. Very different personality compared to mine, super laid back, very low tone. Mitch from The Detail Geek, I follow him as well, absolutely. What are the other ones that I follow? White Details, Jim from the UK, White Details. Awesome, awesome detailer. The level of details this guy, attention to detail that this guy has is just nut. Yes, Fab asks, has the stream have been going well? Absolutely. Jason and Adam have been doing a great job, I think, as admins or moderators, because it's not as bad as it used to. We're at almost 300 people, so not as crowded as the last streams when we had 600 or 700 people. So much chiller, I think, the pace tonight. What other channels? I used to like Dallas Paint Correction many years ago. Unfortunately, something's wrong with that guy. Way too negative, bashes everything that lives out there. Yeah, it's rare that I respond to negativity, but him, I had to put back to his place many months ago, and was still waiting for an excuse or for some of an apology. I never got that, so I'm still waiting. He crossed some lines that just were disrespectful. And his channel, well, is irrelevant right now, to me at least, and to many of my viewers. I just saw the downhill struggle. I don't know what's going on. I think he was pushing his line way too much and trying to destroy everybody else, and I would never do that. I don't like that. Negativity doesn't have a space on YouTube. I mean, brands and companies put so much time and energy to come up with products, and it's their livelihoods. So it's their way as well to bring money to their families. So Brian from Apex Detail is another one that I follow. So Brian, another buddy of mine, we were together at the event, the Chicago Auto Show, yep, of Turtle Wax, and that was pretty awesome. Phil from Miranda Detailing, another great guy. I met so many awesome YouTubers. I did a lot of interviews with them, by the way, when I was in Arizona. So check that out, interviews with YouTubers. Who else did I meet while I was there? The guy from California, Darren from Auto Fetish Detail. His channel is kind of dying. I don't know what's going on there. He used to be like one of the forefathers of YouTube videos, so he has tons of knowledge. Who else? Man, there's just so many, and now there, I mean, hundreds of detailing channels. It seems like everybody and their mother is doing detailing videos, so that's cool to see. It's a nice community. Jimbo Balaam, yep, from Jimbo's Detailing, another guy that I met. Rad Garage, yes, you guys are awesome. Like, I have so many that I want to think of. Rick from Rad Garage, up and coming. Phil from Auto Fanatic, another great guy, super nice individual. We exchange a lot of emails together. There's some people like that you click with and you mesh. I was talking about Brian from Fab that I had met. He's like a brother from another mother. We went into the Panamera Turbo and we had a blast together. Another one that's like that is Matt Mormon. So when we were together on the SEMA floor in Vegas, I mean, that was nuts. Imagine two powerhouse YouTube channel guys. So me and Obsessed Garage just walking together. People were storming us left and right, all the viewers. It was like mind-boggling experience. That was the first time I was meeting my viewers in person. So it was pretty cool. My buddy Larry, how can I forget that, from Ammo NYC, Larry Casilla, super smart. I mean, he loves detailing. He's been in the YouTube game, I think, longer than everybody else, for over 10 years now. So he's definitely, he knows what he's doing. Stauffer Garage as well is another that I follow. Some channels I follow because I actually like the people. Some other channels I want to see and stay on the radar of what's being done in the field. So sometimes I don't think like those YouTubers, but I appreciate the level of work they do because I know just how hard and tough it is to make detailing videos. Who has a channel that specializes in painting deep scratches? I'm not sure, not in the detailing world. I know Larry has done a bit of touch-ups, but not really deep scratches as far as paintwork goes, because detailing and paintwork is two completely different art forms. And I truly believe that people who do automotive painting are artists. So it has nothing to do with a detailer, to each their own craft. So I highly respect people in the paint world. So I would look for paint detailing paint channels if such a thing exists. Is that an Omega watch you're wearing? Some viewers have a good eyesight, so I'll quickly show this because I don't want to ruin it for future videos, but yeah. I started indulging in a collection of luxury Swiss watches, and you guys know me, my OCD nature. When I dive into stuff, I just want to get the latest, the best, the greatest, and I've been hooking up with quite a few purchases recently, so I'm building that, and you're going to see a video eventually. But there are a few cornerstone pieces that I want to purchase before I go ahead and do that video, because some pieces are very, very hard to get. I never knew, but the luxury watch is something pretty crazy. Yeah. Sometimes you think you're going to get a rebate, but you don't, because just the way that world works is next level. But yeah, you have a good eye, my friend. Okay, Fairly Boutique. I have so many questions coming in. Wow. How can I detail in a single car garage? We already answered that stuff. Hey Pan, love your stuff. Do you know how to remove wax off tinted windows? It's very hard to remove. I'm not sure I understand the question. Are you talking about the exterior? If you wax your windows with something like Meguiar's Express Wax, that's not on the tinted film, so you can just use a harsh soap and you'll remove that. On the inside though, I'm not sure why you would apply a Carnauba wax. If it's just a spray wax, I wouldn't add anything on it because you can damage your tint film. So if it's already spray waxed, that's fine. If you want to remove it, you're going to be using alkaline cleaners that might damage the tint film, so I would not do that. I don't know why you would want to remove the wax that you applied. I'm not sure I get the question. Any tips for getting white leather super clean? Yes. Use a dedicated leather cleaner, something maybe, if it's very dirty, in a stronger form, something like Color Lock Strong Leather Cleaner. Those are pH formulated for leather. By the way, pH is not neutral for leather. It's something around the 5 to 5.5 range, if I remember what the experts from Color Lock told me. So you need something that's pH balanced for use on leather. So always get dedicated leather cleaners for leather. You do not want to damage the protective coating that's on there, because there is a plastic or kind of a clear coat on modern leathers. Pretty much 99% of leathers in the past 15 years are coated. So you want to use something that protects that. I would avoid using harsh chemicals or strong degreasers or APCs unless you really don't have a chance. Always start with the least aggressive method first, which is obviously a proper leather cleaner. Good idea to top off the Turtle Wax Black Wax with Turtle Wax Hybrid Ceramic Spray. I don't think anybody has tried that yet. It's one or the other. They're pretty much the same style of product. The Turtle Wax Hybrid Ceramic Spray Coating lasts longer than the black spray wax. However, the black spray wax was made to be used together with the ceramic acrylic black polish. So you can skip the spray wax. If you want to apply ceramic spray coating, you can absolutely do that. By the way, although they say that the black products are made for only black cars, Turtle Wax states that you can use the black polish and the black spray wax on dark colored cars as well. Other dark colors, just make sure you test on an inconspicuous area first. Something like your door jambs, which has the same paint and clear coat as your body. And John from Forensic has also tested this on a white vehicle, and he didn't see that it changed or altered the color of the lighter colored cars. So it seems that you can use it on lighter colors. Would I do that? No, because you can still have access to their regular polish and their regular ceramic spray coating, which is a bit less expensive and still does the same job or even better in durability. But for those of you who have the black colors, definitely the black polish is a very good one, and the black spray wax as well. What do you think of Tesla's paint? Is it difficult to polish? Mike Lukowicz asks. Unfortunately, especially for early on Teslas, I remember the Tesla Model S that I had detailed with Ivan LaCroix from Optimum in my Optimum Polymer Technologies products reviews. So that was in 2017. It was a brand new Model S. The paint was a catastrophe. The finish on that vehicle was terrible. Different paint tones depending on which panels. Panel gaps were horrible. The interior finishing, plastics would crack and rattle. I was not impressed for the price of those vehicles. At least here in Canada, Tesla Model S's start at like 80,000 Canadian dollars, can go all the way up to well over 150,000. So for me, it clearly proved that they're not an automotive brand yet. They're very detail oriented as far as technology goes, because I drove a Tesla Model S and a Model 3 with the autopilot recently, and that was, I mean, mind blowing. The tech in there is just nuts. But for paint work, super easy to polish. It's not super hard. It's an average clear coat to soft, I'd say, depending on which model years you get. But I think they have a long way to go before they reach at least the paint quality that I see on luxury German brands such as Mercedes, BMW, Audi, and Porsche. Those four, I mean, some of the best paint, period. I've done some Ferraris and Lamborghinis in the past that don't have that kind of quality paint even, especially the Italian brands. The clear coat, I don't know, there's something with it. It's very glossy, but it doesn't resist the scratch and marring as much as others. So for me, Germans are the hardest clear coats out there, and they're pretty good. But Tesla, yeah, great cars, super fun to drive. But for me, yeah, they still have a long way to go as far as paint technology. Hopefully they're listening, Mr. Elon Musk. If you are watching, or if somebody gets the message out there, you need to bump up your game. I'm sure they could talk to people over at Porsche and see how they can get a better quality paint, or at least a clear coat on their vehicles. Appreciate you answering my question. We'll give Color Lock a go. Yeah, bolts, the good point. You're gonna like Color Lock products for leather. I mean, that's what I use now on my leather. I've also used CarPro Sequartz leather, Geon leather coating. Those are all good coatings. So you don't need moisturizers or conditioners for leather on modern leather unless it's damaged, because all what you're doing is protecting the top coat, so you're cleaning it and protecting it, but with something against friction damage and dye transfer. So something like Color Lock Leather Shield just adds a layer of protection on it to protect when you're going in and out of your vehicle. So that's called friction damage, and protects against dye transfers, like stuff like jeans, right? That blue coloring, super easy to maintain because you wipe off with a humid microfiber towel, and that's pretty much it, moist towel. So the questions are still pouring in. Topaz put Ferrari blue on a Bugatti and it looked amazing. Yes, baby blue on Ferraris just looks sick. Topaz Detailing, they have a channel. They only do the super high-end luxury vehicles. That's absolutely nuts. I mean, yeah. I keep seeing people using Ethos products. Looks like they have a nice line, but haven't bought any yet. Yes, Michael Warbucks, you're lucky. Fab from Automotive Detailing is here. He's one of the testers of their lineup. He often tests their new products before they're released. I had a chance to try their Ethos Ceramic Pro Wax. That's a very good one for those of you who like ceramic-infused waxes. It's a liquid wax in a bottle. But Fab has tried their shampoos, their tire dressings that I know he loves. So it seems to be a very, very good company, and hopefully Ethos is listening, or Brad or Fab can hook me up. We have to get something going with Ethos for the Pan TheOrganizer channel, because I know my viewers want to discover the brand, and I know they do some very good stuff. The owner of the brand seems to be very chemically inclined and takes his stuff very seriously. Turkey asked me what I think about Chemical Guy's Jet Seal. Believe that or not, like 10 years ago, it used to be the best paint sealant, bar none, super easy to apply. Decent durability, 4 to 5 months in real world conditions, at least here in Canada. But since there have been some sealants who have gone like way better, Jescar Powerlock Plus, fantastic as far as a sealant in the liquid format goes. And the OBSSSSD paint sealant, fantastic for durability, especially for harsh Canadian winters like we have. But the technology of using a liquid form, I think, has evolved so much now that the spray formats are as good or better and even cheaper. So again, the Turtle Wax Ice Seal and Shine, for the price, I'm hard pressed to find something better than that for those of you who want traditional paint sealants, that is. Man, we're answering a lot of questions tonight. That's nuts. There's still 261 people watching, so that's fantastic. Palcocho, does a 6.5 inch pad on a 5 inch backing plate work? Yes, it can, but you're going to have a bit too much overhang on there. So you want to get it as close as you can with a bit over, of course. If you have a 5 inch backing plate, use a 5.5 inch pad. So always try to stay close to the dimension. But if you have no other choice, I mean, it's just that it's going to fold at the edge, but you can still do it. So as long as you have more than not enough. So what I would never do is add a 5 inch pad on a 6 inch backing plate, because then you don't have enough pad to cover the entire backing plate. And if you go and accidentally scuff the surface, you're done. So yeah. Okay, what else do we have? Have you tried Nanoskin products? I have tried their towels, so their clay towels, and their Nanoskin Glide Paint clay lubricant, but I haven't tried anything else from them. Don't get too tired, Pan, says CT10. Yeah, today was crazy. I had to wake up earlier because I had 2 live streams. I did one in French for my French audience that's in Europe, so I had to wake up. I only had like I think a 5-hour night of sleep. So not many hours. I'm gonna have to recuperate tonight, but I wanted to absolutely do one for you guys, because on Wednesdays, I think that's a good day at 7 p.m. Eastern time for doing it in English. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. Okay, social media, what do we have here if we make a quick jump? Again, the same questions on and on. People want to contribute, but they don't seem to know how. Hopefully you guys can see it. Let me know, because some people say they don't see it. If you guys want to contribute to me getting new equipment and you want to give back to Pan TheOrganizer, look at the chat box where you guys are commenting. In the bottom there's a $sign. You guys see that? Can somebody let me know? Hopefully there's not a bug, but basically there's a $sign. And if you click on there, you can do a contribution. So it asks you for basically what amount of money you want to send me, and I'll see it, and it'll be kind of highlighted in color. Bolt says, yeah, it's there. Awesome. And it's going to be highlighted, and it's going to fall in the top priority, so I can answer and see, of course, your contribution. So that's one way that you guys can contribute. And thank you, by the way, for all of you guys who contributed tonight. It's always super appreciated. Okay, what's the longest lasting tire coating that you've tried? It's the Optimum tire coating and protectant. If you have a look for it on my channel, I did full durability, they say it can go up to 12 months, but with the winners we have here, it still lasted 5 to 6 months though, which is like sick. So 1 coat, 5 to 6 months. If I had applied 2 coats, I think I could have stretched it to 7 or 8 months, but that's good. There's also the Adams Tire Armor. So ARMOR, so the tire armor, that's in a spray form. I got at least a month out of that, and that's in my conditions. Some of my viewers report that they've been getting 3 to 4 months. So check my review, the Adams tire armor. So you can have either the matte finish with 1 coat, or if you like it glossier, 2 coats to get that glossy look. So those are 2 of the longest lasting tire dressings that I found. But for my personal taste, I don't necessarily look for long-term durability because I detail my cars twice weekly. So what I look for is just an easy to apply, easy to remove when degreasing tire dressing. And so my favorite ones are Chemical Guys VRP and Carpro Pearl diluted 1-in-1. But I'm gonna have to try that dressing, the tire dressing from Ethos Car Care. Fab got me thinking about that one, Fab Automotive Detailing. So yeah, that's another good one. What other questions do we have? VRP for the win, says Chris McCallum. Yes, I agree. That's one of the good Chemical Guys products is VRP. Is Turtle Wax Trim Restore good enough? trim restore from turtle wax. I don't think I have tried that yet, so we'll have to wait and see. Michael Warbucks, you wash your cars twice weekly. Yes, twice per week. That's my OCD level. Sometimes more, especially during these COVID times. I just like to have my car looking awesome. Sometimes though, for some tests that I make for the channel, I will let the car get dirtier for like 3 to 4 weeks, which is super challenging for me because I hate seeing it cleaned. I'm sure many of my viewers can attest to that, or can share my thoughts, because we just love driving clean cars. I don't know why, but is it just me? When you drive a clean vehicle, it always seems to run better. I don't know why. There's something about driving a clean car that makes it feel better somehow. Is that weird? I don't know. Am I weird? Maybe. But that's the way I see things. So yeah, I actually like washing my car quite a bit. Michael says, I'm lucky if I can clean my car once every 2 weeks. Well, you know what, Michael? That still works for me. As long as you're out there, you're enjoying to clean your vehicle, that's way better than the average Joe that is not watching Pan TheOrganizer channel. I know all my viewers like keeping their cars in crazy conditions. Many of you guys also send me pictures on Facebook and Instagram of here's the results with your cars. And although I can't always respond because I don't have the time, I mostly respond to comments on YouTube. I still see those pictures. So you guys are doing great jobs. Charles Hall in with a very nice contribution. What does Charles say? Let me go on to. I don't look for durability. I have a black Camaro and use CH Blacklight. So I'm not sure what your question is, Charles, though. You don't look for durability. What durability? For the tire dressing? I'm not sure I follow you. If it's for the tire dressing and you're not looking for durability, Chemical Guys VRP or Carpro Pearl Diluted 1-in-1. For the car, if you're not looking for durability, but you want that gloss for the paintwork, Bead Maker. Trust me, for gloss and slickness, I have still yet to find something that gave me a more satisfactory result than that product. Only lasts 3 to 4 weeks. It's a spray-on paint sealant, but I mean the gloss, again, Jesus, it's nuts. So that's the one that I deeply love. CarPro Elixir, another good quick detailer. So again, 3 weeks to a month durability, but we look for gloss and shine if that's what you're looking for. So that's it, Charles. Thanks for the contribution. Much appreciated. I agree with Pan. A clean car gives a nice ride. Says Jason. Awesome. I'm happy to know or to find out that I'm not alone, because sometimes I tell things to my girlfriend and she'll be looking at me and saying, "Are you crazy?" No. When I talk to you guys, I know that I'm perfectly fine. We just love car detailing, right? Always have a gallon of Bead Maker. Absolutely, because you can apply Bead Maker on ceramic coatings, on waxes, and paint sealants. So it's one of these rare universal paint protectants that goes on top of everything. You can even apply it on top of PPF. So those of you who have wraps or paint protection film. Hi, Pan from Sydney, Australia. Tony, Montana. Tony, how are you? Nice seeing you here. I know you're often here. That's awesome. My Aussie friends down there in New Zealand and Australia. That's absolutely awesome. You guys, what time is it for you, by the way, Tony? Let me know, because here for us now it's 8:22 p.m. So the evening here in Montreal. Okay, what other questions do we have? Avalon King ceramic coating. I do not have experience with that. Some of my viewers have been talking to me about it, but oh, Tony says it's 10:23 a.m. in Australia. Wow, so you guys are up quite early. That's crazy. Can you make a YouTube video on how to identify all the different interior materials in a car? Never thought of it. That's a good idea. Okay, what other? Pan, I love your shows. Christopher Hollins, thank you. I appreciate that. Marvin Clark, hey, from Trinidad and Tobago. Awesome, man. There's people from all over the world. Veteran Detail asked me, Pan, what 4K setup are you looking into? For now, the camera that I'm first thinking of is the Canon 90D. So the 90D, that's 4K, which will be a replacement for my 80D, which is a 1080p DSLR. But if we have a bigger budget, because my viewers are super generous with the contributions, maybe we're gonna up the game and see if we can get something even better. I love getting picture quality out to you guys, as you can tell. Hopefully you can tell when I do the mic voiceover. Sometimes it's echoey because I'm in my big garage, but the quality still of the audio is up there because I use an expensive Sennheiser AVX digital lav wireless mic setup. that goes into my Zoom H5N external audio recorder, and I have a good quality lens in the Sigma Art 18 to 35 millimeter f1.8, and of course the Canon 80D, which has great dual pixel autofocus system, which is important when you're filming alone. For those of you guys who are looking to start your own YouTube channel, Canon has one of the best autofocusing systems, so when I move around, it follows me very well and keeps on focusing on my face. So that's one of the best ones out there, so I'll be looking into getting that. So that's pretty much it. John Fuston or Fuston, hopefully I'm not massacring your name, I'm saying that right, but John, thank you for the contribution. Thanks for the tips. I've heard that baby oil works great as an interior vinyl conditioner. Ever tried it? Do not do that. No baby oil, no olive oil. Those are products that usually have a lot of organic matter in them, and they're not used for automotive purposes. So please, by all means, use car detailing products. Same for the guys who think that dishwashing liquid is okay to wash paint. No, that's way too harsh of a degreaser. It's going to strip down waxes and sealants, or at least break them down. It's going to make the paint dull over time. Always use automotive products, guys. Don't listen to these videos out there that are like, oh, let me give you alternatives to some crap that you're using. Those are not car detailing channels. They're just DIY BS for home maintenance that think they know things about detailing. It just aggravates me when I see those videos with very poor judgment that tell people to use stuff like baby oil or olive oil on seats. No, don't do that. Okay, Charles Hall. If you ever come to Detroit for Auto Show or Woodward Dream Cruise, could hang out with the Motor City Camaro Club. Wow, awesome. That would be awesome. Hanging out with car clubs. Detroit is another one of those shows that I would want to visit, car shows. I usually go to the New York one every year. This year I was able to go to the Chicago one before COVID slowed us down and shut everything down. But yeah, that would be awesome. So I'm guessing you're the president of the Camaro Club in Motor City. Charles, thank you for the contribution. Okay, what else do we have? What do you think of Chris Fix? Chris Fix is not a car detailer, but he has a fantastic channel about car tips in general. I think the detailing tips, they're okay there, but I mean, they're meant more for the beginner or weekend warrior. It's not super advanced as far as detailing tips or techniques go. But Chris is a nice guy that we don't often see, but I visually saw him in the SEMA show in Vegas in 2018, and not knowingly, because it's a viewer that pointed it out. It's in one of my shots. If you look at my SEMA tour video, you're going to see I pointed out, I pause it, and I put an arrow on top of Chris Fix. So I think he was there at the McGuire's booth. But anyhow, so yeah, Chris, man, what a channel, Chris Fix. I think he has like 4 or 5 million subscribers. He's very well known, especially for mechanics out there. I know Fab, Brian from Fab Automotive Detailing is here right now. Do you check Chris Fix out? I'm sure you like his type of channel. Veteran Detail asks, are you going to SEMA this year? The answer is yes, hopefully, because I missed last year. I couldn't make it. I was there in 2018, so I missed 2019. If they reopen the borders, because I'm from Canada, if they allow us to travel, I would absolutely love to be there. And the question is going to be, where will I be? Which booth will I be in? There are a few brands who have already reached out, but yeah, we'll see where we go. But definitely, Emilio says, I will see you in SEMA. That was so cool, by the way, to meet you guys in person, shake a couple of hands, sign some autographs, and just like chit chat and talk about detailing. That was fantastic. The networking that I have made in SEMA was nuts, because you see, and by the way, it's beyond mind-boggling. I don't know if you guys, some of you have been there, but for those who haven't, it's just miles and miles and miles of convention halls. There's nothing like that in Canada. I mean, in USA, you guys do everything big. America, love it. So I think I maybe covered 15% of the total showroom floor. It was nuts. So yeah, super excited. Hopefully I'll go there again and hang out with my buddy Matt from Obsessed Garage. He goes there every year. Autograph from Pan would be legendary. Thank you, I appreciate that. Daryl Dowden says, you are the best. Wow, thanks guys, that's so nice. I really appreciate every one of you guys. J.A., wow, I bought bead maker, I guess you're saying, after watching your videos. Then a week later, you did on lithium paint sealant. Okay, the lithium, thank you, by the way, for the super generous contribution. Wow, yeah, which is better? They're very different. The lithium ceramic slam is a silica-infused spray sealant. So that is more in the category of the last coat 2, the Turtle Wax Hybrid ceramic spray coating, and silica-based spray sealants like Carpro Reload, Geon Cure, and that kind of stuff. So we can't compare those. If we're looking at pure gloss and slickness, Beadmaker still takes the win by far, but Beadmaker doesn't have a lot of chemical resistance and will only last 3 to 4 weeks. Whereas Ceramic Slam, although I just started testing it, it is promised to last about 6 months or more. So stay tuned for the update on my channel. But everything seems to indicate towards at least 5 to 6 months of real world durability. It still has great slickness and gloss, but better than Beadmaker. So what I would recommend is get something solid. So like Ceramic Slam or like the Last Coat version 2.0 or the Turtle Wax Hybrid ceramic spray coating. Apply that as a base layer and maintain the layer with Beadmaker so you get the best of both worlds. You're gonna get that crazy durability as a base coat and that awesome UV protection. And then on top, you're gonna get the gloss and slickness of Beadmaker. So Beadmaker goes on top of everything. You are going to love that combo. So thank you, by the way, super generous contribution. Oakley Auto Detailing. Hello, everyone. Sorry I'm late. Absolutely no worries. You guys tune in whenever you can. I know some of you were working, so thanks to all the frontline workers, by the way. I know we're going through these crazy COVID times. Whether you're in the medical field, whether you're in the fire departments, if you're a law enforcement officer, if you work in grocery stores, anything that is open to the public, for me, you guys are all superstars and all considered frontline workers. And I'm hoping that in a country where you're living at, your business has thought about you and has increased your hourly wages so you can make more, because that's one way they can show their employees that they appreciate them. Nurse Sean Watkins, yes, awesome. I'm hoping that you guys are also staying safe. Frontline employees, man, you guys are through the thick and thin. You keep the population going, and we owe so much to you. I think it's not said enough in the media. They like to focus on the negative things, but my God, you guys keep everybody alive as much as you can. And big pat on the back. I think we can all applaud. If you're in your house right now, actually, why don't we give them a big round of applause? Hats off to you guys. If I could have trumpets and flags here in the back playing for this, I would. Yeah, much respect for anybody that's on the front line, from the highest paid salaries to anybody that works in there. Even if you make just a few bucks an hour, know that you're helping, and we're going to get through this together. How? With people like you who are making sure that everybody's safe. Kyle from Wax Mode is in the house as well. So Kyle, you've been doing a lot of good videos. He has a nice YouTube channel as well. He's often here on the live streams. So he shows his implication with the Pan TheOrganizer gang as well. You've made quite a few awesome videos recently. You're like me, you love testing products, and I like to check that long-term durability tests when you do them. So yeah, it's awesome. So he's here today. Mystifier, a heart with a cross. Absolutely, yes. Thank you to everybody. Again, we were talking about the frontline employees. Also, guys, this might be not quite detailing related, but I like to see that we're what, 91 minutes in? This is an hour and a half and we're still doing the stream. This is crazy. I haven't eaten my supper yet because I love doing this. It's like 8:30 in the afternoon. Who cares? I just talk and love hanging out. But yeah, so we were talking about the frontline employees, but also mental health. That's one thing I can't stress enough. Hopefully all the YouTubers that are out there bring you guys enough entertainment, because it's one thing I love that you guys are learning through our videos. But also, hopefully we bring you a bit of entertainment. I know when I'm not doing videos, I like to watch YouTube videos as well. Not only car detailers, as I mentioned before, all the channels that I follow, but anything. So it can be cars, it can be watches, it can be computer stuff. I absolutely love electronics. So Marcus Brownlee, MKBHD, that kind of stuff. Unbox Therapy. I just love opening packages. We're all suckers for ordering stuff and buying new stuff. So yeah, I'm like OCD on electronics. I don't know what you guys love, but yes, GC Arkansas says auto detailing equals mental health. Absolutely. How often have I said that? And I'm sure you guys can relate. Going out there and cleaning or detailing our vehicles allows us to, first of all, have a break from the everyday thing, or maybe have a break from our girlfriends or families. And so, yeah, it just allows you to focus on the task at hand. And for me, it's super soothing. Put on your tunes, whether you have some ear pods or you have a radio in your garage, or even if you're outside, enjoy doing it. I mean, it is mind therapy. And many have said just they thought that doing detailing is a chore, but when you do it and you see the results and you enjoy going out there and trying a new product, I mean, like how many times have I loved that? It's like late at night, I'm tired, but the FedEx or UPS shows up, they have a box for me, open it up. I can't stay there not trying it. I have to go in the garage and start using it right away. So yeah, Wax Mode says detailing is total satisfaction. Absolutely, buddy. I fully agree. So, okay, Sean Watkins, bro, you're going to get in trouble if your woman, she's in the live stream. Oh boy, hopefully Isabel is not watching, but who knows? If you guys don't see me doing videos for the next weeks, maybe I was put in somewhere in the doghouse, but no, she's a great player. She knows I'm joking, and she actually fully supports me. That's one thing. Hopefully you guys out there, if you have your detailing channels and you do have a girlfriend or a wife, hopefully they support you as much as mine does for me. She will let me do all this crazy stuff, have total control of how the garage was built, the home theater was made, and she supports me fully. She'll even help me film some videos. When you guys see those trick camera shots with the camera moving while you see me in front, with the gimbal, so my Osmo DJI Pocket, that's my girlfriend filming. So that's thank you, Isabel. I love her, and she's a great support. And yeah, get yourself a woman who loves detailing chat. Yeah, Isabel is gonna get you, says Brian from Fab. I know Brian's girlfriend usually hangs out with him when he does his live streams. That's even more awesome. She is awesome, your wife, Brian. Yeah, mine is not quite there yet. Maybe we'll get her to interact. Actually, I found it funny. I told her right before, when she was prepping for a meal, I told her, wouldn't it be funny if you came into the stream, like I'm not there for the first 10 minutes, you log in and you're like, hey, here's Isabel, the organizer, and you start answering questions, even if you don't have much knowledge on detailing. I think that would be hilarious to get a woman's point of view on stuff like, hey, how do I clean Alcantara? What's the favorite tire dressing? What dilution ratio should I be using for my APC or degreaser? That would be super hilarious. And actually, if you guys want to see her in one of the streams, and I'll put her on and just see the questions go and answer a few questions with like just with whatever she knows from seeing me doing all this detail since we've been together in the past 8 years, I think it would be funny. So listen, smash the thumbs up button right now. If I see the count increasing, I'll know that you guys want to see that happen. So the smash button and the like button, I mean, in the bottom of the video, I think that would be super, super funny to have also a woman's point of view on this detailing game. And I know there's still 10% of women in this channel. That's very rare for a car detailing channel. Usually my buddies tell me it's 1 to 2% that they have. So here, there's 10% of women. So guys, if there are some single people among you as well, start chatting down there. You never know, you're gonna find a woman passionate about detailing. Imagine sharing that in a relationship. That is absolutely awesome. I know mine would be laughing right now because she'd say, you know what, I benefit from your craziness or OCD from detailing, because she always has a super clean ride. Her Mazda CX-5, that's the white Jeep that you sometimes see in my videos, that's her, and that's the SUV that I take care. Pan the Relationshipper, CT10, yes, if I can play matchmaker for a few of you guys out there, hey, who knows? Okay, what else? What other questions? Hopefully I'm answering all the questions. Oakley Auto Detailing, for the Isabel ring, she deserves it. Wow, thanks for the contribution. I'm not one that really believes in marriage. I'm a tough cookie to break on that standpoint, but she knows she has all my support, and we're like this. We're really fit for each other, and she understands me and fully supports me in all my OCD and absolute like madness and craziness, guys. So she's been a total support. So again, yeah, thanks for the contribution. I really appreciate it. Okay, what else do we have? So we're almost getting to the point of I'm starving to death. So we're quickly gonna end up finishing today's stream. I saw how popular this is again. So I think I'm gonna have to figure out something to keep them going even longer. Like, would you guys be down if I would do something like a 3-hour stream? Look at this hair, my God. Yeah, the 3-hour stream, would that be kind of cool? Because I see everybody's still here, man. We were 270 to start, and we're 300 people right now, and we're 98 minutes in. That's crazy. When are you going a full detail on Isabel's CX-5? yeah, if you guys want to see one video like that, I'll absolutely do it. I recently did her full spring maintenance, but if you want to see something like that, absolutely. So Daphne says a 3-hour stream, that would be crazy. Pan, you the best Galaxian hero, 3-hour stream to infinity. Okay, so you know what? We'll figure it out. I'll see how I can sit down for like 3 or 4 hours and have some sort of a setup going and an appropriate time for everybody to log in. Probably like 6 in the afternoon to like 10-ish, so we can have everybody tuning in. So today was crazy because we had half of the people we normally have, which allowed me to answer a lot more questions. We have somebody says, FC, hello from Argentina. Hey guys, we need an intermission, says we would need an intermission, Fab Automotive, yes. So Jason Davis, we have Brian from Fab Automotive Detailing here tonight as well. We had Papa Smurf that was there, and we had, who else from my administrators? I'm trying to remember the name. Jordan, yes, Jordan Adamowitz. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. So 4 of my moderators. Guys, thumbs up. You managed to always be here. And I didn't even ask anybody to be here tonight. You guys came on your own will. I really appreciate that. Fab, even if you thought that you couldn't make it, you actually did. So it's a cool hangout. I see a bunch of YouTubers that are here, including Wax Mode, Fab Automotive, Papa Smurf was here. So it's cool to see the community coming together, and many of you guys also interact in the comment section. So yep, thanks mods, that's right, moderators, and they're super appreciated because they keep the comment section looking clean, looking tight, and keeping it tight. So again, guys, one last push before I leave. If you want to give your final contribution for tonight, hit that dollar icon in the bottom. Whatever you guys want to send, go ahead. It's always much appreciated. Thank you for everyone that was so generous again tonight. Again, I'll remind you, I have many different versions of my shirts, logos, sizes, colors, long sleeves, short sleeves, hoodies, in the links in the description underneath each one of my YouTube videos. I not only put links to the products so you guys can check them out directly, but links to my merch store, which is on teespring.com. The quality, thanks to what you guys have said, is fantastic too. So I got the price point and quality met where it's affordable. And yeah, check those out if you want to support me. So I'm going to go eat as well. Nicholas Simmons says, you're awesome, Pan, great energy. Thanks. I don't even know how I do it. There must be the energy bunny that has this energy going, but I think it's contagious. Hopefully I'm sharing my passion and emotion for this detailing game with you guys. It's always fun. And like I want to do live streams every day because it's fun to interact. I'm seeing everybody here. Enjoy the meal. Thank you, Galaxian Hero. Thanks, Pan. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you guys. Chris McCallum, hopefully I'm saying your name right. So guys, big what's up from my 4-year-old son, Thomas Jr., who watches your vids with me. Wow, that's so cool. Hi, little boy. That's not nice. It's nice to see when people have their kids with them as well. You're going to get them to love detailing. Hopefully you detail your cars with your children next to you. I think that would be pretty awesome. I know my dad never enjoyed detailing, so he never washed cars. I would have loved to have that bond with him. I think that's pretty awesome. But yeah, so thanks for everyone who tuned in. I really appreciate you guys. And let me leave you with my traditional salute. So don't forget to keep it tight, keep it clean, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks guys. Ciao. Enjoy your night. Love y'all.